That Frog by Brian Tracy. This is a powerful book that helps you to procrastination. It helps you to manage your time and to do the important things that really matter towards your success and fulfillment in life. All right. Tonight, we're going to be looking at chapter 8, which is titled Apply the Law of Three. Have you heard of the Law of Three? We're going to learn about it very briefly, very shortly, I mean. Do what you can with what you have, where you are. This is a quote by Theodore Roosevelt. That is to say, you can actually do something irrespective of what you think you have that is not enough. It is actually enough for you to start, and where you are is a good place to start as well. Right. So, let's come to the law of three. What does it say? It says that three core tasks, just three tasks that you perform, contain most of the value that you contribute to your business or organization. That is to say, you don't need to be doing all the things that you are currently doing. Think of the three most important tasks or activities that you do on a daily basis. Those are the ones that you need for your fulfillment in life, for your success in life. Those are the three that will actually contribute towards your goal, right? And a story is told here to help us understand the law of three. This is the story of a young woman named Cynthia. She had attended a coaching session organized by Brian Tracy, and even though she grudgingly or reluctantly attended this coaching session, she still wanted to try out what Brian Tracy said because, according to her, when she showed up for that, the first day that she showed up for the full day coaching session in San Diego, right? Brian Tracy told her that, oh, that's, when I came here 90 days ago, that's her now talking. You claim that you would show me how to double my income and double my time off within 12 months. So she wasn't so sure how this was going to work out. So she was saying this grudgingly, like, when somebody is just trying to say, okay, let's see how this is works. You promised to do this. You had better deliver on this, right? So on the first day of that coaching, Brian Tracy told her to write down a list of everything that she used to do in the course of a week or a month, and then she came up with 17 tasks, right? But then her problem was that she was completely overwhelmed with work and she hardly had time for her family. She wasn't happy. She would go to work in the morning, still had leftover work to do. This was eating into her personal time. Her husband was not happy. She didn't have time for her children. She wasn't even spending time with them. And she had been working for like 8 years in a fast-growing entrepreneurial company in the high-tech area. But it seemed as if she was just overwhelmed with work. Then, one thing all day long, right? She continued that story by saying that once she made up the list of these 17 tasks that she identified that she was doing in a week or a month, then Brian Tracy told her, asked her a question. He said, if you could do only one thing on this list all day long, out of the 17 lists, what is that one thing that, if you could do all day long, would contribute the greatest value to your company, right? She was able to identify that. And it was so easy for her to identify. So that means she knew the number one thing that she was supposed to be doing that will bring her the most results, right? Then Brian Tracy went ahead to ask her, okay, now that you have identified one, if you could do only one more thing on that your list, what would it be? She was able to identify the second one. And then if you can do one more thing, then she was able to identify the third one. So those are the three most important tasks that she was supposed to focus on. Then the remaining, out of the 17, she picked three. The first three, the remaining 14 could be delegated or downsized or outsourced or even eliminated outrightly. And this is even though we're telling the story of Cynthia here, you can see yourself through this lens as well. You have 20 things that you're doing in a week or in a month. Come up with the most important three of them that nobody else can do. We talked about this yesterday. Your key results areas, or your key focus areas, something that you're absolutely responsible for. Nobody else can do this for you, right? Come up with the first top three. You see the other ones, other people can still do for you, or you can eliminate them. At the end of the day, you see that you shouldn't even be doing them in the first place. So now, Cynthia identified the first three most important tasks that she should be doing. She took action immediately. Immediately. So here is the thing. Take action immediately. What did she do? She went to her boss and told her boss that she told her boss the story and what had happened, right? Then on a Monday, this was on a Friday, that she was able to identify the three tasks. On Monday morning at 10 o'clock, she went to her boss and explained to him what she had discovered and told the boss that she needed his help to delegate and outsource some of these activities, that she wanted to focus. She had identified the three most important tasks that she should be doing and she wanted to focus on them. So our boss should help her to delegate the remaining, or outsource them, give them to somebody else, or let her just not do the remaining. And if she was able to do this successfully, that she was sure that they would contribute, they would double her results in the company. And if she was able to double her results, she said her boss would have to double her salary. Her boss looked at her, looked at everything, looked at her again, and was like, are you sure? What's this one talking about? But then he decided to give in to her request. And truly, her boss said, oh, you're right. These are the three most important things that you do in this company, and the three things that you do the best. I'm going to help you. So the boss actually helped her, right? And guess what? She was able to downsize all the other minor tasks to free up time to focus on these three most important tasks, right? And then what happened? Her life was transformed. Her life was really transformed. And at the end of the day, she produced double results, and her salary, her pay was also doubled. And her life was really transformed. And not just this, she was able to free up time to spend with her family, her husband and her children. She was able to find time for her own personal things as well, her personal activities, things that she enjoyed. Because life is not all about work. You should be able to enjoy your life. If you are working and you don't even have time to spend with the people that matter the most to you, then you are really not enjoying your life. You are not really going to feel fulfilled. So the most important word in the world of work is contribution. What are you contributing? Like we like to say, what are you bringing to the table? Is it that you are busy doing so many things, and at the end of the day, you are not contributing anything per se? The company is not even feeling your impact. So you have to narrow all the things that you do down to three major tasks, right? And then you focus on them. Now let's look at the quick list method. Here is an exercise that we use both with our coaching clients very early in the process, says Brian Tracy. We give them a sheet of paper and then tell them, in 30 seconds, write down your three most important goals in life right now. I would also like you to do this. In 30 seconds, don't take more than 30 seconds. If you are thinking too hard about it, it means that you have no clarity on what you should even be doing. Right? Because the same thing that will take you 30 minutes to write, you can actually write in 30 seconds. If you have a sheet of paper and a pen close to you, I want you to do this. Write down your three most important goals in life right now. Or maybe you don't know your three most important goals in life. Write down the three most important goals for 2025, at least. Write them down. If you don't have a sheet of paper and a pen close to you, note it in your head. And before you go to bed, write them down, right? And we found that, according to him, they found that when people have only 30 seconds to write their three most important goals, their answers are as accurate as though they had 30 minutes or 3 hours, because what they need to be doing is already in their subconscious minds. They don't need to think too far. And they also discovered that 80% or more of cases, people have three goals in common. First is a financial or career goal. Second is a family or personal relationship goal. And third is a health or fitness goal. Right. Some people may have spiritual goals as well. But these are some of the most, not even some, they are the most important areas of life. You want to make money. You want your career to be successful or your business. Then you have your health goal. You know that without good health, you cannot really enjoy any money that you're making, right? Then you have your family or personal relationships goal as well. Then you have your spiritual goal. You want to be closer to God. You don't just want to go through life without your God, right? So try it yourself and see. Give this exercise to your spouse or your children to also do, so that everybody can gain clarity on what they should be doing and not be beating about the bush. The answers can be quite revealing. In the coaching session or program, they also expanded the exercise by asking the following questions. Number one, what are your three most important business or career goals right now? What are they? Very good. Somebody is done writing. Very good, Shell. Number two, what are your three most important family or relationship goals right now? Number three, what are your three most important financial goals right now? You want to make 1 billion naira in 2025? Write it down. What are your three most important health goals right now? No sickness, nothing. You don't want to visit the hospital. And then you put it into prayer. You keep eating healthy, doing your physical exercises, and so on. Number five, what are your three most important personal and professional development goals right now? This book reading and reviews that we do may be part of it for you. You are growing. Number six, what are your three most important social and community goals right now? You want to make friends. You want to have at least 2 new friends. You want to expand your network and all of that. These are very important things in life. Life is not just about you going to work in the morning and going back home and waiting for your paycheck. Relationship is currency. You want to expand your network. You want to connect with new people. Number seven, what are your three biggest problems or concerns in your life right now? Write them down. Right? Then force yourself, discipline yourself to achieve this. Then let's look at time management. This is a means to an end. You need to be able to manage your time. If you don't know how to manage your time, you will not be happy in life. You see that you are very, very busy. Nobody is denying that. You are busy. You wake up at 4 a.m. You don't sleep until 10 p.m. You are busy. But maybe you are not managing your time well, so you are not getting the desired results. Every time you keep asking yourself, oh, what have I even achieved today? Right? The main reason to develop time management skills is so that you can complete everything that is really important. Take notes, really important. You may be busy, but doing things that are not important, that are not contributing to your goals in life. So free up your time. Eliminate the things that don't matter. Delegate the ones that can be delegated. Be in charge of your time. This will bring you happiness and fulfillment in life. It will bring you joy. I used to be in this, shoes some time ago. I'll be so busy, even though I was productive. But then I didn't have enough personal time to myself, right? Until I got a hang of time management strategies. And I started managing my time wisely. Now I don't work late into the evening. I can spend time with my family, cook. There was a time that I would start cooking dinner at 8 o'clock because I'm so busy. And then I'll be eating at 9 p.m., 9:30, sometimes 10. Until I decided that no, this has to change. There's a way to plan my time better. And then I started managing my time better. I had so much relief. I can go to bed early, right? So work all the time you work. This simply means that when you go to work in the morning, work. Every time that you spend chit-chatting with your colleagues, it's time lost in your work. And then you don't finish your work. Thank you. And you don't finish your work, you carry work home to your children. There's a funny story here of a little girl who goes to her mother and asked her. She said, Mommy, why does daddy bring a briefcase full of work home each night and never spend any time with the family? Then the mother replied sympathetically and said, well, honey, you have to understand Daddy can't get his work done at the office, so he has to bring it home and get caught up here. So the little girl said to the mom, I want to read the reply. She said, if that's the case, why don't they put him in a slower class? That means he's a slow learner. If he goes to work, to actually work, and he doesn't finish his work at work, and he has to bring work back home, that he doesn't have time for his family, then he's a slow learner or a slow worker. They should put him in a slower class, just like you tell your children, oh, you're a slow learner. Why didn't you finish your work in class? Why did you bring your notes back home? Right? We're always quick to blame those little ones. But we also do the same. Work should be done at work. Then when you get home, spend time with your family, watch TV, cross your legs, just things like that. Right? Even worse, time that you waste at work often has to be taken away from the members of your family. You deprive them of some good quality family time. Then lastly, we'll look at balance is not optional. It is compulsory. Balance in life, work-life balance. It is very, very important. Moderation in all things. Work while you should work. Don't go home with extra work, except once in a while. It may still be, acceptable. Maybe you have a big project at hand, like some special cases like that, but not you working at home every now and then. And your children are wondering what's going on. Mommy doesn't have time for us. Daddy doesn't have time for us. So you need balance between your work and your personal life or your family life. Don't lose your sleep because of work. You want to be able to go home, smell the flowers, take cool breeze outside, just think, just refresh. So when you get to work, focus on your work. That's not the time to go on social media. That is misplaced priorities. And it means that you lack time management skill. Okay, never lose sight of the real reasons why you work as hard as you do and why you are so determined to accomplish the very most with the time that you invest. What is that important reason? It is for you to live a happy and fulfilling life, to live a joyful life. So if you're working, and you are miserable, it means that the whole essence of work is defeated because you are not enjoying the fruits of your labor. Right. Smell the coffee. Thank you. Thank you so much. Just let me leave you with this take home task. Number 1, determine the 3 most important tasks that you do in your work and ask yourself, if you could do only one thing all day long, which one task would contribute the greatest value to your career or your business? Write it down. Then number 2, identify the 3 most important goals in each area of your life. Organize them by priority in your business life, career life, spiritual life, family life. Make plans for the accomplishment. And as you make these plans, make sure that there is time for you to also enjoy yourself. All work and no play makes Benga a dull boy, an unhappy boy, right? You really want to work? Plan your time, manage your time, focus on the law of 3. The 3 most important things that you should be doing in your life, do them so well. Thank you so much. We've come to the end of chapter 8 of Eat That Frog. Right. God bless you. Don't forget to like this video, share your comments in the comment section below, and please subscribe to this channel in case you are yet to subscribe. I remain Olaide Agbaje, also known as First Lady, and on this channel I inspire you to live intentionally. We'll come together again tomorrow by God's grace as we review chapter 9, which says, prepare thoroughly before you begin. That's another awesome review. Until then, be intentional. Bye. You're welcome. You're welcome.